Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark III, joined by Mr. Raszul, that guy over there.
Yep, this guy here, once again.
That guy
Welcome
there.
back, guys.
And welcome back to Stellaris, Impending Demise. I said that without hesitation, I am quite happy with that.
It's not looming doom?
No, it's not looming. Hey! You're just trying to confuse me now, aren't you?
Don't know how you get that in the idea.
Unfortunately, frequent exposure to you, so yes. There we go. I'm going to unpause it. Okay. So yeah, we're picking off last time. The galaxy is moderately doomed. It's not as doomed as it could be, but it is moderately so. And so,
well,
you know, we're trying to start... We're going to see how well we do, basically. And
well, we got multiple endgame crises enabled. It is certainly doomed in some way.
true, but we have also got accelerated time and increased crisis strength as well. Also, Raszul was kind enough to point out a slight flaw in my expansion pattern between last episode and this one. As in, he surveys nearby territories while I just go out and explore and try to keep an eye on the ships, and just if I see planets then I start to survey in that direction. So yeah. Apparently he also passed on a report from someone who was an ex-developer but is one of the current best YouTubers playing this game, according to him. And he's a pretty good judge of this kind of thing as well, so I'll take his word on that one. And the thing he passed along is that in the early stages, land grab is basically the name of the game. So this is Stellar Land Grab, not Stellaris.
Well, it's less so for empires that try to build tall. But
Yeah,
the primary difference between a tall and a wide empire is the number of colonies, and not the number of space they got. Sorry,
yeah,
the amount of
so
space.
basically, knowing where I can expand and get more materials is going to be useful anyway. So
forward.
I am kind of limiting myself in that respect. So I do want to actually get some surveying done, rather than like having a single ship going out surveying like I have been doing. I mean, it's an alternate approach, but it's not as effective on immediate expansion. So I'm going to switch tactics here while I watch my energy credit levels drop rapidly. Oh well. We will see what we will see. Anyway.
That's always true.
Yeah. But anyway, since we were talking about lore and stuff like that last time, are you sure you don't want to give us the rundown of your race at this point? Because we've just started this particular part.
How about I give you the entire rundown, including all the bits that can't be represented in Stellaris once we actually either wait too long for stuff to happen, or find each other?
Well, the thing is, I think this is like a better time to do it, because there's less going on.
Point.
But
then we'll find each other anyway, so...
But yeah, if you want to wait until we find each other, then yeah. I'm just fine waiting for that as well, if that's how you want to play it.
Actually, I think it would actually be inevitable that we find each other. We are so close to each other, and...
Well, I mean, that you're like... maybe... You're halfway between the...
or so?
You're halfway between the Oratis Shroud and the Xanadus Nebula, aren't you, roughly?
Roughly.
Are you near the big lane that goes directly south in the high plains?
1 second. I currently got a tech to pick, and I'm not really sure which one I should take.
Well, feel free to pause if you need to.
Just take that one. Got it. So, if you go from your system, the one under the S from the Xanadus Nebula.
Work complete.
I assume that's your system?
Which one?
The one under the S from the Xanadus Nebula.
No, I mean my core system is the one directly northeast of that.
The one above the Z?
That's west.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's take from the Z of the Xanadus Nebula. We go down to the one that goes to nowhere and to the left. We go left.
Objective achieved.
Then we go left again. We go down. We go, down diagonally top left.
Are you giving my ships directions?
Then left twice, then up twice, and then you're at my homeworld.
I didn't catch part of that. So, can you play me that from the beginning, please?
We start at the one above the Z
Yeah.
of the Danus Nebula. We go down once, north,
Okay.
then we go left once, essentially left again,
Okay.
then we go down,
Left
then
or
we
down?
go more or less top left, more left than top.
Yep.
Then we go left twice.
Yep.
And then we go up twice.
Okay, so yeah, you're about where I was asking, which is above that long orphaned high plane that goes directly south at the bottom of the galaxy. So yeah, you're right above that, from what I can tell. Also, my power supply is about to run out. Let's move the pop I've almost built onto a power plant and give him a power plant to operate. That should fix things.
Can pursue.
But yeah, okay,
actions.
I know where you are. So unfortunately, I've kind of got my science ships starting to survey my
Objective
immediate area.
achieved.
So
Work complete.
following your example, no less.
So,
I am engine neutral apparently.
as far as the surveys and plus 50% disengagement chance for science ships. Yep,
That is
I'll
always,
take that.
always good to have that one, yeah. Can I build solar panels? No. Oh yeah, they remove solar panels. Of course I can't build them. Because I am at 0 energy, but I am energy neutral, so... Actually, according to this, I've got a monthly gain of minus 0.18 energy. That's not too good. I need to see if I can do something to turn that around a little bit. Well, actually, as soon as my homeworld finishes building its power plant, that will be turned around. No, I don't need a building, I need a pop. Build a pop. Pop a pop. With a pop gun. Because why not?
Yeah, and I feel like it's slowly getting time for pirates.
Probably is, yeah, and I've not built up any kind of additional forces. Though then again, the pirates actually spawn relative to your strengths anyway, so... Yeah, okay, so my power just glitched out for 1 month because I ran out, and so I gained 7 credits. So yeah, I have a very tiny energy deficit. Don't worry boys, we'll just power down for a month and everything will be fine. I'm sure it won't matter too much. Yes.
Ship designer, please. I would like to edit my ship design. A tiny bit.
I need a science skill of 5 on that.
Work complete.
You're heading there, you're researching that one. If I'm going to grab that 2-planet system off the AI though, I need to hurry because they've actually expanded an outpost right next to it. So they're probably going to move in to claim it pretty soon. In fact, I probably won't be able to make it.
That could be a problem.
I probably won't be able to make it either because it's like... Yeah, I think I'm going to accept that they're going to get that system. Quite honestly.
Never allow the AI to expand. Never ground.
It's right next to their border though, Raz. As in right next to their core section even. And I still have I have 4 systems between my nearest point and theirs, so...
Yeah, that could be a slight issue.
Yeah, I am not going to get there in time. Pretty much guaranteed, because they're probably surveying it already, if they haven't already. So... Okay, so, survey ship, move over this way please. Let's start surveying towards Raz, at least a little bit. Construction ship. Okay, this system I've just taken is rich in energy. So I can deal with my deficits quite... Oh, of course. The colonizable planet has got 4 energy on it. Stupid choices.
Better than none.
Better than no choices at all, yeah, I'll give you that one. No pop. Let's see, what do I want? Trust cap increase, but only with and plus 20 opinion, but only with fellow machine intelligences. that's the leadership thing I mentioned. Though the problem is if I go past that, then I get some other buffs. So that'll be kind of a useless pick for me right now. Instead, I'm going to go the other way, which is like no, actually, it'd be more efficient if I go for material analysis. Let's go that way. The Empire may decide it wants to go that way, but I'm not liking it too much from a meta perspective, to be quite honest. But you know, what can you do? I'm a mining drone with extra spinny wheels on it, so yeah, I'm not going to make the best choices, am I?
Well, on the other hand, you got lots of friends you can ask. You are, after all, a collective.
Work complete.
True, but the thing is that, well, the said friends wouldn't really have much by way of differing opinions, though, would it?
Intriguing.
Never said that they have anything useful to say.
Well, they are very good at sounding like sheep. Does that count?
It might.
Maybe? Or should I say, maybe? I don't know. Ugh, why did I just do that?
Because you want to scare your viewers?
Yep, that sounds legit to me. Yeah, sure.
Yay, second colony ship landed.
I'm not bothered to because of the NG problem. So,
yeah, I'm at -1 and with 2 colony ships deployed, so...
I have 707 minerals in reserve. I need to build more
what
stuff.
The...
I need to build more stuff. Flippin' heck.
May I recommend a second building ship? Construction ship?
Well, because I've not been scanning properly, I've not actually got that many places to send it. That doesn't help. My current colony ship is well, colony ship, my current construction ship. But yeah, I think I do want an additional constructor. Yeah, let's get an extra constructor so I can actually start land grabbing more efficiently, and then I've also queued up a colony ship straight behind it. And even then, in like a month and a half, I can afford an additional colony ship on top of that, if I was so inclined. Because next month I will have enough to build an extra colony ship straight away. So, what can I say? My people love to dig holes,
including in the economy.
Hey, the economy is just another material to dig through.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we're gonna
get through to the other side eventually of this hole, and we will discover something called efficiency. I think it is some mythological thing. I don't know. Speaking of efficiency, I have just discovered an alien drag racing strip, or rather, yeah. I researched something and it turned out to be an alien drag racing site. So, good time spent there, science guys. Well done.
Objective achieved.
Yeah, I just spent 270 building orbital stations. Yeah.
I'm continuing to say, I think, yeah, they've taken over that colony spot that I was mentioning. So, I'm going to move towards it and I'm going to get a hyperlane choke point instead. So I'm just going to land grab that.
Yeah, for now I'm more or less expanding in all directions, but I still only have one science ship, so I'm basically following the tracks of that one.
Well, that was my first thing I built practically. Get another science ship out.
Yeah, I'm currently developing 2 colonies and expanding my system and building up my core. I'm quite tight on actual energy.
Yeah, I'm tighter than you on energy because, of course, I'm a machine race, so I need more of it to maintain my population. You only need a little bit because you've not got that many robots, have you?
Well, I got half my homeworld filled with robots.
Never mind. Sure, okay.
The advantage is I can build robots while my pop is growing regularly. So all the mineral tiles I already got a robot on it.
See, I'm going to grab the research sites. Actually, I might as oh, actually, that'll put me into energy deficit.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we wanted to talk about the background of my empire.
Yeah, but you said wait until we actually find each other.
Yeah, and then I realized that I essentially dubbed up, because if we wait until we find each other, then we'll probably be busy also encountering all the AI empires.
Yeah, that's why I was talking about it, because at this stage there is not actually as much going on. So there's less distraction. So we could just focus more on you giving the lowdown about the race you've been working on.
Yeah, and it's an ancient project of mine. It has changed
yeah, so it might need
a couple
more time
times
to talk
since
about.
then, so yeah. Essentially, when I was about 16 or so, it's more than a decade ago. I've been role-playing since about that time, a couple years more. And I've also been role-playing science fiction settings. And one of the things I thought up was a fictional species, essentially a splinter group of humanity, actually. The idea for that particular setting was that humanity had a third world war, and in the aftermath of that world war, resources on Earth were scarce. The stuff in the solar system was mostly abandoned and derelict due to the demands of the war, not being able to maintain that stuff. And yeah, as part of the attempt to actually get humanity back on track. 1 second. Yes, as part of the attempts to get humanity back on track, humanity actually, for the first time ever, united. There weren't all that many left, so wasn't all that much more than a normal state like the United States nowadays has. But yeah, humanity united globally, and started actually building the first sublight colony ship. Problem is, while they were building that ship, kind of like Homeworld actually, although I wasn't aware of the game at that time, they actually managed to develop the first FTL technology. So they retrofitted that FTL drive. Nice. So they actually retrofitted the FTL drive onto the ship, and yeah, set it off, hoping that possibly, maybe, it'll end up somewhere useful.
Well, hoping. So, yeah, they didn't send out any FTL probes, did they?
The problem
really.
is, even with the FTL drive, the trip was still half a year. Or something like that. So it isn't instantaneous travel like we got now in Stellaris.
We don't actually have instantaneous travel, it's just measured in days, usually.
Yeah, but not month. So, yeah, in addition, humanity doesn't do well being united. Never did. Whenever there was an empire that's united and isolated, without an external threat to actually keep people united.
Yeah, they start looking for enemies wherever they can find them, don't they?
Yeah, humans aren't really all that, yeah. Well, they are social, but their usual social interaction is waging war. Either social war or military war.
Well, that is one of those sayings, after all. It's like, in the history of our species, nothing has driven technological advancements like war, actually. So,
that's certainly true.
So we do have that real example right there. So anyway, yeah, let's see. So
very nice. I got robo-modding.
Robo-modding tech. I could have gone for that one, but wait, no, robo-modding. No,
Yep.
I've not actually seen that tech. Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
You'll need robots first, with the robot tech. But I started with that one.
Yeah, but I get robo-modding it separately from that because I have a machine. It's just that it's a bit later into the tech tree for me. So it's about the same place as it is for you, I think, or maybe a little bit later. I'm not too sure.
Usually as a normal organic empire I would need to get the robots tech first, which in turn needs mining 2 or something like that. Not entirely sure about the tech tree, but I need about 2 other techs before I can get it. But since I picked the machinist civic at the start, I got the robot tech already researched, and thus could get the robo-modding as an option right away.
It's always nice to have something unlocked, because robots is actually a couple of levels in, usually, as well, so it's giving you access to some more advanced stuff earlier on.
Yep, it certainly is a nice option. A really nice one. The plus 10% minerals from the robots don't hurt either. And being able to build pops while also growing pops, so having twice the pop growth isn't hurting anything either.
There's a lot of either's in there.
Yeah. Either way,
yeah, yeah. Either way. So go ahead.
Yeah, let's go back to my storyline.
Work complete.
Too bad I haven't really written it up, so I can actually elaborately tell the tale of my species, but whatever.
Let me tell you the tale of our people.
Yeah, kind of like that.
My planet
Essentially-
needs me.
It's
Anyway, continue.
it's troubling if a hive mind was actually the planet, not the beings on it.
Objective achieved.
Sorry, repeat that. I was just distracted
would be-
kicking
it
any
would
science
be-
vessel
it
out of my
would-
territory.
It would be interesting if a hive mind could pick the option of actually being the planet, not the
Being
crawly
the
thing on it.
planets. Oh, well, that would require like planet-level machinery or something. So that'd be an entire tech, kind of.
Yep.
So yeah, that would be like an entirely separate thing. Also, I've noticed, by the way. Oh wait, no, never mind. I just lack the influence. Never mind. Don't mind me. I'm just being dense. Continue. Yeah, you were saying
Yeah.
about.
I just got a couple of events, so it was
Yeah, so
not
you got distracted as
entirely-
well. So
yeah.
even
Anyways,
now, there's things going on.
Yeah, back to the storyline. As humanity was fracturing, one of the factions that actually got quite the upwind was, as usual, the spiritual arm of humanity, and the conglomerate of religions that kind of merged during the Dark Age after the Third World War. So yeah, the new religion, basically a conglomerate of all the monotheistic religions we currently have, with a couple splinter groups of their own,
Achieved.
kinda went for government and got really influential, but didn't yet manage to split off. One of the side effects of that was, however, that the more radical scientific ideas were suppressed.
So conformity then.
Yeah,
We must follow the line of our party, no matter what.
yeah. At the time, there were still other parties in the system, so it's not a total suppression, but it was getting there.
Work complete.
It's only a matter of time until the other parties were more or less gone. However, luckily, well, luckily maybe the wrong term for the others, the scientists weren't exactly adverse to radical ideas and actions either, and they decided to say, screw that, if you don't like us here, then, well, you're building that nice big colony ship up there, and most of us are working on it.
Oh,
So,
hijacking.
let's take it and leave.
Dear. Well, that's entirely reasonable. They weren't keeping close enough eye on you people, were they? I'm guessing that's your people, isn't it? The ones that decided to leave like that.
Yep, it's my people.
Makes a lot of sense.
Well, we left. Problem is, we left and we left behind quite a mess. Intentionally on our part, but
Parting
not so
gifts.
nice for humanity.
Parting
Basically, we
gifts.
had to disable the remains of the war, of the World Wars, because the orbital defense systems would have shot down the colony ship if we had tried to capture it without disabling them. And while disabling them, we also left a parting gift for our dear spiritualist friends. A couple orbital bombardment strikes. Yeah, we destabilized the orbital defense systems into a rather accurate trajectory onto their primary areas here.
That, is there a particular reason for that? Because...
Well, they were the reason we had to leave Earth, and our friends and families behind. We weren't exactly liking them.
True, but bombarding what are presumably highly populated areas?
Well, we primarily aimed for the churches, not the area themselves. The churches and the educational centers, if you want to call them that.
I heard the quotation marks right there. The educational centers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those.
sure.
Perplexing. Must.
Well,
examine.
I'd imagine that did quite a mess, but well, does your actual work on this include any of the aftermath of that? Because, well, well, your people that you leave on the ship, I can see they wouldn't know because they just like, screw you guys, are out of here, basically. Pardon the language, but yep, they're like gone.
My people don't know, but actually, let's pick that scientist.
Yeah, I'd expect there's like there's other things going on behind as well, because you're too thorough to just leave it like that. It's like, we blew up the bad guys, in quotation marks, then just run the hell away, and then they're just like gone from the story. So
Yeah,
that sounds like a bit like too much of a loose end there.
it would be, which is why I didn't leave it there. 1 second, I just got a scientist. I need to assign him a couple of orders. Yeah, go there and start surveying a couple systems.
I like the flavor text for the space trading, because last time we played
they
this,
changed that in 2.02.
Yeah, they've changed that. So let me read this to you, because this is the mechanical version now. Space trading unlocks starbase building external acquisitions area, a zone for interfacing with the universe outside of the self for material gain.
Yep.
I think they've done a good job with that one. Well done.
They really stepped up with the flavor text on a lot of stuff.
And I appreciate it, because I tend to like flavor text, so yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell you the aftermath of that, both for my species, because it's not yet done, and for the remainder of Earth. One of the primary effects was on Earth that, well, people didn't really like getting shown that they're that vulnerable to just a small number of people. I mean, a couple hundred, maybe a few thousand scientists basically flipped the bird on the entire billions of humanity.
Objective achieved.
And they took this massive high-profile project, which the government was probably like blowing its own trumpet about for decades at that point.
Yeah, for the last 2 decades or so.
Yeah, it's like, this is the greatest thing, this embodies what we're working for, rah rah rah, believe in us and we will deliver you unto the stars. And then someone gives you a massive middle finger and just flies away in it.
Yeah, and leaving a couple presents in the dominant political faction.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing, to put it mildly.
Yeah, as a result, humanity kinda radicalized a little bit again. But they also rallied. It was a wake-up call in a positive sense as well as the scary sense.
Oh, I've got pirates. A small group of malfunctioning units have separated themselves from the main intelligence of the Omni Prime intellect and sought
Take it as a warning.
refuge in the Thalaron system. Okay, so yeah, these units have become irredeemably corrupted and now use crude spacecraft to raid our space for spare parts and resources. And speaking of, they are now attacking us. They
just ordered another couple corvettes. Because nope.
They're flying through my home system. They got a fleet strength of 200 versus my 100. So.
And your station.
Actually, they're just bypassing my core system. They're flying somewhere else.
That's unfortunate.
Well, yeah. But the problem is I can't. I can't afford to get an admiral, but I can afford new ships, so I'm going to do that. Flipping heck. I have 921 minerals in reserve now.
I currently got an income of 40, but I'm spending it like crazy.
Attacks useless, inefficient.
I can't actually keep up with all the stuff I would like to build.
They're attacking an outpost station which has 160. Okay, I'm sending my fleet in after that.
Yeah, as soon as they're engaged, it's perfect time to strike them in the rear.
Yeah. So
those outposts have quite some hit points.
Yeah, so they're very good at absorbing the initial attack.
Achieved.
They're even quite good if you equip them with, or if you just focus on researching missiles. Missiles bypass shields. Yeah.
The thing is, my construction ships have not been idle at all during this time. So it's like, Yeah, I've just been building up these materials no matter what. Oh, one of my colonies finished. I could have been building more population and things on that. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, it's entirely my fault.
Well, yeah. So humanity rallied and actually formed a democratic, or mostly democratic, yet strongly militarized society. I posted you the result of that. The United Federation of Earth.
How's that?
They are basically kind of like the Spaceship Troopers empire.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers, yeah. That one.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, let's go kill the bugs. And it doesn't matter how.
I don't mean the movie. I mean the actual way the society there works.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was just referencing how well they perform in warfare.
Yeah.
Or
The
well,
problem is they not only managed to do that in record time, they also managed to improve, thanks to the now cleared orbital space, the actual space construction method.
oh.
So they are kind of incensed about me screwing them over. So while I was a couple systems over, not all that far, and slowly growing my first colony, but now
they
humanity.
decided to pay you a visit.
Yeah, they were. Luckily, I was already accounting for humans' military nature, but still, basically half the population of the colony ship was lost. The colony ship was severely damaged, and we barely managed to slink off by FTL. As a result of that, we started to genetically modify ourselves. We no longer had the population to establish a stable new civilization, so we had to fix that. In addition, 1 second. Birth of space piracy, where is it?
Oh. Hang on. We've actually passed half an hour. We were getting too caught up in that. We're actually at 32 minutes. So, yeah. We will pick up the story of Raszul's people next time. Yes, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show being put on by me and Mr. Raszul over there.
Well, not yet, but I'm working on it.
He's working on it, yeah. He's going to blow us all up sooner or later, don't worry. And we'll see you all some other time. Maybe in the Discord, which is attached to this channel, which is a thing. It does exist, and people have had problems finding it, so that's why I'm actually starting to bang on about it now. Come join us and be brainwashed to follow it all and give me money. Yes.
I don't think you have any donation links actually up.
I don't have any donation links, so yes, that is a work in progress, at the very least. I have not received a single penny from any of this, so whatever. But yeah, so it's just like, come and join us, join some fellow gamers, hang out, play some games, chat about this, that, or whatever, give me lots of money, whatever you like. I would prefer one of those options, but not the others, but yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, some of us may or may not be clinically insane, especially on Tuesdays during the blood moon, but you know, there's neither that or that. We are good people. But that is a thing, so yes.
Yeah. Thank you all very much for watching us, and see you all next time.
Yes, see you all later. Well, I butchered that one.